See, God wants to truly heal and mend those damaged parts, and He uses His people to do that. So some of you are helping hold up the net. Some of you are part of the mending process. But as you're going through it, see, they cut out the damaged part, and then they have other rope or other patches that they use to be able to start tying in and repairing the part was damaged. You know, most of the time, whatever part is damaged, if it's this big, they cut out a larger portion, right? So they know it's going to be mended correctly. And so they would start to tie in this whole new patch or this whole new rope. They start to tie in this whole new way of even thinking or seeing God in those moments. And that's when we talk about, man, those moments that you've got to go to God and say, God, okay, this is an area that's been damaged in the life. This is a place that I've been mistreated. And if you allow yourself to go back to that moment, the place of where you've been mistreated or place you've been damaged or place you've been hurt, and you go there with God, this is that moment to where you ask God to say, okay, this is how bad it hurt, and this is what I saw, and this is what I experienced. God, would you please show me what you see, what you experienced, what your heart is about this, and how you saw me through the process. And that is physically what God is doing when He's mending back and He's putting this net back right so that you can go out again prepared for what God has you to do. And what happens when you go back out again? Anybody know? And the net gets torn again. You get damaged. And so we're in this constant process, as the Bible talks about, of equipping, of repairing and preparing for the work that God has for us, right? So don't be discouraged if you go back out and you get damaged again, right? Here God is once again. Hey, let's bring those nets back in. Let's inspect it. Let's look at the damage. Let's cut out the damaged parts and let me renew you. Let me bring newness to whatever. Did you know a lot of times those parts that were damaged and the parts that are tied back in, those are going to be the strongest parts of that net. Those are going to be the parts that rarely ever break again. And that's the way God has designed it to be.